We welcome you to downtown Houston. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams. And Jay, from the land of the space program, this one's ready for takeoff.
And Ed, you have to give a lot of credit to Daryl Morey. He's done a great job in reviving this franchise. There's no doubt about it. They're on their way up.
You have to love the analytics of basketball. No team in the NBA has been better than the Rockets. Let's get ready for this one. The Spurs control the tap. To Rudy Gay. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Harden with the basketball. Down just a couple. Here comes the screen.
Ed, you ready for another fun fact about the Houston Rockets?
Let's do it.
Okay, the team was established in 1967 and was given the name the Rockets because San Diego was the home to many space-age manufacturers. When the team eventually moved to Houston, the name still fit, giving Houston's association with NASA.
Wow, so Houston, we have a problem, all of that associated with space? Who knew?
Are you saying that because Carmelo Anthony's in town?
No, Apollo 13.
Oh, okay.
Rudy Gay to Aldridge. Has a look. Shot by Aldridge, won't fall. Knight into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Off the mark.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
And that one out of bounds off his spur. It's in the hands of Harden. DeRozan with it. He'll run the offense. Trying to cash in. DeRozan with a shot, no good.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Harden guarded by Jakob Poeltl. Nothing going here on that drive. The shot turned away by Poeltl.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Knocks it down off the step back.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Aldridge. Rudy Gay to Aldridge. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Knight into the front court. Leads a bucket. On the drive, it's Harden, but his shot no good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
DeMar DeRozan missed his first. That one goes. Jay, it's an old-school approach in a modern era.
I love watching him play. He's a guy that can score at the pinch post, has a solid mid-range game, also elite athletic ability. But can his game fit into the modern-day style of the way the NBA is being played by shooting threes and also defending? He's a defensive liability at times, and he does struggle from the outside.
New blood coming in for both sides. Harden to Carter Williams. Runner's good there.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. Patty Mills, guarded by Michael Carter Williams. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. 2:04 now.
This has been quite the redemption story for LA. In the 2016-17 season, there seemed to be a rift between him and Spurs management. Had a very difficult time finding his way, wasn't used to being an anchor down low at the post position. But this is the brilliance of Greg Popovich. Sat him down, spoke to him man-to-man multiple times, and got LA to buy into something bigger than himself, which is the reason why he is one of the most dominant bigs in the league.
DeRozan with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. The Spurs with 4 on the shot clock. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Michael Carter Williams matched up with Pirtle. Shot from the lane won't go. First quarter's complete. The Spurs have the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Jumper's good.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
San Antonio with the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Carter Williams with it up top. It's 12-10. Nene. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Patty Mills to Cunningham. Here comes the screen. Cleans it up. The follow won't go either. Gordon with it. A minute gone by. We've got a 2-point game in this second quarter. Oh, he had it. Patty Mills. Over to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They have to keep him in their grasp.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen to P.J. Tucker. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Nene. Picked up by the Spurs. Patty Mills picked up by Carter Williams. Rockets have the ball. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Mills in possession. Leads 5. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Gasol trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Unable to connect on the free throw. Knight into the front court. Right now, down 7. Gordon guarded by Bellinelli. Lays it up and in.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
Screen coming. DeRozan to Gasol.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Oh, Capella up to block it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Tucker. Can't connect from inside. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good.
Substitutions, San Antonio.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Harden into the front court. They trail by 7. Capella. Gasol up to block the shot.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Rockets with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Gordon shoots, can't connect. Aldridge. Harden's on him. Five to shoot for San Antonio. DeRozan calls out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Gordon. It'll remain San Antonio basketball. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 25, Jakob Poeltl.
DeRozan. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
DeMar DeRozan with a chance at a 4-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. 3-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Harden with it up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Here comes the screen. To Harden. Beyond the arc for 3. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
DeRozan here against Harden. Screen coming. Count it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Now it's Harden at the controls. Here comes the screen. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Okay, I see you throwing the ball like a quarterback in the pocket for the touchdown.
team, P.J. Tucker. 3 points. The assist from
Long key from three-quarters court. That'll do it for the first half. All Spurs so far.
Thanks, Ed. The Spurs entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs. The Rockets did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Field goals.
What you see on the screen is how this team put itself at a disadvantage. They definitely have some adjustments to make for the second half.
Player of the half.
DeMar DeRozan was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Here's Harden with the rock.
I got ball. I'm here.
To P.J. Tucker. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. To Harden. 4-3. Another chance. The shot turned away by Pirtle.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Deep right corner. Rudy Gay to Aldridge. Won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. To DeRozan. To Rudy Gay. The drive, right to the basket. Short jumper off the mark. It's Rockets ball. Off the assist.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
DeRozan with it. The lead is 11 to Aldridge. Knight into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. DeRozan with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. DeMar DeRozan. He's now 5 for 6.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Harden, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Trying to cash in with the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
San Antonio ball to Aldridge.
Let's go. Ice. Gotta get through the screen.
DeRozan matched up with Harden. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 8.
Patty Mills. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Doesn't have the touch. No good. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it.
Number 42. Nene.
Able to convert on both free throws. Houston takes over.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Brandon Knight against the Australian. Nothing going here on that drive. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Mills in possession. It's an 11-point game. DeRozan. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Taking advantage of the turnover.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
LaMarcus Aldridge. 3 for 6 now.
LaMarcus Aldridge, a guy with the Trailblazers that played a ton of minutes on the perimeter, really owned the paint and embraced the low post scoring ability with the Spurs last season, averaging 23 points per game.
To DeRozan.
Send him down.
Nothing going here on that drive. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Capella. Gordon, defended by DeMar DeRozan. To Capella. It's a big finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
DeRozan takes on Eric Gordon. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Number 10. Eric Gordon.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires on the period. The Spurs way out in front. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
Carter Williams. Knocked loose. Spurs have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
DeRozan to Cunningham. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Carter Williams with it up top. 14-point deficit. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Spurs.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. And the nice finish at the rim.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Carter Williams.
Watch cutter, watch cutter, watch cutter.
Won't go. Mills in possession. His guys holding the big lead. Slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Carter Williams. Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
DeRozan to Rudy Gay. Wide open look, won't go. Carter Williams with it up top. His guys down big. Gerald Green picked up by DeRozan. To Carter Williams. Out of bounds. Last touch by Michael Carter Williams. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. DeRozan matched up with Harden. Houston with the basketball. Brandon Knight against Patty Mills. To Harden. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Five seconds to shoot. Harden. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
DeRozan to Patty Mills. Here's a chance from long range. He looked like he was buried, but the man from...
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive.
Shot, that's short, that's short.
Short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
DeRozan to Patty Mills. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. DeRozan from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Harden in possession. Down a bundle. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Changes coming from both sides right now. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Now it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. Spurs in possession. To Aldridge. Able to convert inside.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
To DeRozan. Five to shoot for San Antonio. 20-footer at the buzzer. Add 2 points to the board. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's the Spurs who are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Spurs dominated this game from beginning to end. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. Check out the leading scores for the San Antonio Spurs. The Rockets
did not look good in this one, and neither did the score.
My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight, because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Rebounds.
The Houston Rockets lost the battle for rebounds, and in turn, they ended up losing the game. You won't find too many people who are surprised when they hear that combination.
Player of the game.
DeMar DeRozan could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.